What is up everyone, Barricade here, and I'm bringing you guys a quick Gears of War 4 discussion video. The other day I saw a post on Twitter, I believe by GalFeed, that just gave a quick little discussion and actually made me think about it quite a lot and made me want to actually discuss it myself. Basically what they stated was, would we want a Gears of War 2 map pack? Basically a lot of the old maps brought back, maps like Avalanche, Security, Ruins, and River. Personally, those wouldn't be the maps that I would choose. I actually have a few other maps in mind, but just overall, just thinking about a Gears of War 2 map pack, that would actually be pretty badass because from a personal standpoint, Gears of War 2's maps are actually my personal favorite. I really like the maps in that game. They always had a really crazy tone to them because they were always really big. And the thing that I always liked about it that never really was converted too much in the later Gears of War games is a lot of the maps themselves were dangerous. Yeah, you had to fight competitively and you had to fight to win, but there was a lot of hazards in the maps themselves that could kill you, and that's the thing I really liked about it because it brought an element not really found too much in many games. There was a few times where Call of Duty tried to do things similar where they would have like the map change or something fall and it would try to create something like that. But Gears of War seemed to always have that perfect balance when it came to that. In Gears of War 2, it always felt like, yes, the maps were competitive themselves, but when something like that would happen in the map where it would change the overall layout or something would fall, it added another layer of competitiveness to it because either a new weapon would spawn or a certain part of the map would be blocked off, forcing the gameplay to either speed up or get more hectic with the new weapon that would spawn due to the map changing. A perfect example of this was actually in Avalanche when the map would actually be completely filled up in the center because of the avalanche. Before the avalanche, you could run downstairs, it had a lot of cover, and there was nades at the bottom. But after the snow would fall, it would turn the very center of the map very flat, so it became more of an even ground, and then a boom shot would be right in the middle of the area. So that actually would make the competitiveness of the map a little more hectic because of the fact that there's no more cover, it's completely flat, and everyone's going to be rushing that boom shot. Another good example of this is Hail, because of the fact that you can be fighting over the map or actually be trying to take the sniper spawn. Out of nowhere it starts hailing and the sniper spawn is completely out of bounds because of the fact that you can't run into the hail to take the sniper, you're gonna die. So you would actually have to hold the position while the hail would pass and then take the sniper. The biggest example, in my personal opinion, would have to be Flood. That map was amazing because it would be a crazy overall huge map, but as time passed, the map itself would get smaller and smaller because of the fact that the flood of emulsion would actually start pouring through and rising up. And if the battle took too long, you'd eventually be toward the very center of the map and forced to fight the opponents. So that was the thing I really liked because the game would actually stop camping and force people to fight each other because there would be certain things like hail, a flood of emulsion, or a certain part of the map changing like Avalanche that forced you to go for a power weapon. So that was the thing I really liked about it because while it was very campy at times, especially if we played Guardian, it was still pretty cool how a lot of the maps had things to force you out of that camping. And I really wish that when it came to Gears of War 3 and 4, they kind of had that same idea because the maps were very dynamic. That's the things I really liked about Gears of War 2. They were very dynamic and very original. There were so many crazy things that would happen in each map that was just flat out awesome, and I really wish that they kind of kept that formula in the later games. One thing that I will say though is my personal favorite map of Gears of War 2, and I would literally scream with excitement if they brought it back, was Gears of War 2's Allfather's Garden. I don't know what it was about that map, but that map will always be my #1 favorite map in Gears of War history. Just something about the feeling of the map, the way it looked, the cover, the way you would battle for the power weapons. I had so many awesome memories playing Gears of War 2 Guardian on that map, fighting for Sniper, trying to snipe people. I had a really cool clip where I picked up Sniper, the other person grabbed the Sniper, and I popped the leader literally within like 20 seconds of the round. It was really cool just playing on the map overall. One other map I really can think of right now that I really liked was a map called Nowhere. This is basically a huge desert terrain, and I believe it would actually get very foggy, similar to that of Trenches in Gears of War 3. But overall, just one thing I just want to say again, guys, Gears of War 2 maps are really freaking awesome. If you never played Gears of War 2, I highly recommend just downloading the game if you can, and maybe possibly just playing some Horde real quick on some of the maps just to get a few ideas of how the maps played out and how they were. To me, I always felt like the maps were the best because they were very big, but not so much to the extent that it made the maps too campy. They actually just had a really huge dynamic to them and a flow of way things would flank and things like that that none of the other future Gears of War games really captured, in my opinion. I believe the only map that was as big as Gears of War 2 maps was Sandbar. That map was really big, but the thing that was really annoying about it though was everyone would always want to rush the top and camp it. So that map was good, but sometimes it can be really annoying. Whereas Gears of War 2 never really had too much of a camping spot. It was kind of just more flat, even between one another. Like another huge map that was close to that size would have to actually be Nowhere, in my opinion. And Nowhere never really had like a camping spot. Yeah, you could run to the top of the building and camp, but the thing I liked about it is it wasn't too campy because you can easily run up the side steps really quickly, and it wasn't like something like Sandbar where you had so many places to cover and hide around and watch the stairs all crazily. Actually, if you stayed at the top of the map, you kind of put yourself at a bad position because of the fact that you were wide open, you only had one piece of cover, and if someone tried to rush you from the side steps, it was pretty easily to get caught off guard. So overall, guys, when it comes to Gears of War 2 maps, tell me what you guys think. Do you guys feel like this would be a good idea to have some Gears of War 2 maps in Gears of War 4? I personally think they would be really awesome. But anyways, guys, if you guys liked this video, please definitely hit that like button and subscribe, and tell me what you guys think about this idea. I personally am totally for it. I always thought Gears of War 2 maps were really freaking awesome and very dynamic, and I would really love to see some good maps, especially All Father's Garden. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and take it easy.
Thanks for watching this video. If you want to see my most recent Gears of War video, hit that link on the left. If you want to see my most recent Dragon Ball video, hit that link on the right. Thanks for watching, guys.